The Q20i just launched with hybrid ANC, app support, and Bluetooth multipoint, features that used to be exclusive to more expensive models. The Q30 has been the recommended choice at $80 for over a year, delivering 3 customizable ANC modes and better comfort. Both claim 40mm drivers, long battery life, and sound quality that punches above their price. The difference is whether those extra features in the Q30 actually improve your listening experience enough to justify the premium, or if Soundcore finally brought enough capability down to $60 that the Q30 becomes unnecessary. We're comparing the Soundcore Anker Life Q20i against the Soundcore Q30, and one of these is clearly the better buy. By the time we're done, you'll know exactly which one deserves your money. Battery life seems like a good place to start because both headphones advertise numbers that sound almost too good to be true. The Q20i claims 40 hours with ANC active and 60 hours in standard mode. The Q30 claims 50 hours with ANC active and 70 hours in standard mode. Those are both exceptional. Most wireless headphones at any price struggle to hit 30 hours. But here's what matters more than the numbers. At 40 and 50 hours respectively, you're charging these headphones maybe twice a month with regular daily use. The difference between 40 and 50 hours stops being meaningful when both last so long you forget they need charging. Both support the same quick charge feature. 5 minutes plugged in gives you 4 hours of playback. Battery life is a wash. Neither one has an advantage that changes your experience. Active noise cancellation is where headphones at this price either impress you or expose their budget roots. The Q20i uses hybrid ANC with 4 microphones total. 2 external facing outward to detect ambient noise before it reaches your ears. 2 internal monitoring sound that makes it past the physical barrier of the ear cups. Soundcore claims 90% noise reduction, which is marketing optimism, but in actual use on planes and trains, the Q20i reduces low-frequency engine drone and rumble noticeably. Office noise, HVAC hum, distant conversations, all get muted to background levels that don't force you to crank volume dangerously high. The Q20i has 3 ANC modes accessible through the app. ANC mode for maximum noise cancellation, normal mode with ANC off, and transparency mode that amplifies ambient sound so you can hear announcements or conversations without removing the headphones. It's functional and effective for basic noise cancellation needs. The Q30 also uses hybrid ANC but approaches it differently with 3 environment-specific modes instead of just on and off. Transport mode targets the specific frequency range of airplane engines and train wheels, roughly 20 to 800 Hz, with more aggressive cancellation than the Q20i's general ANC. On a plane, this difference is tangible. The Q30 in transport mode creates a noticeably quieter cabin environment than the Q20i. Outdoor mode reduces traffic noise and wind without completely isolating you from important environmental sounds like sirens. Indoor mode is optimized for office environments, dampening keyboard noise and conversations, while keeping you aware enough to hear someone calling your name. The Q30 claims 95% reduction of low-frequency sound, and in direct comparison, its ANC feels more effective in specific situations than the Q20i's one-mode for everything approach. Sound quality reveals these headphones targeting slightly different listeners. The Q20i uses 40mm dynamic drivers with BassUp technology that analyzes and amplifies low frequencies in real time. The default sound signature is bass-forward. Hip-hop, EDM, and modern pop with heavy bass production sounds satisfying and punchy. Soundcore includes 22 EQ presets in the app ranging from bass-heavy to vocal-focused to treble-emphasized. You can also create custom EQ curves adjusting individual frequency bands to match your preferences. This level of customization was unheard of at $60 until recently. The Q20i supports high-res audio over wired AUX connection, meaning it can reproduce high-frequency detail up to 40 kHz when you bypass Bluetooth compression. The Q30 also uses 40mm drivers but with a silk diaphragm that Soundcore claims improves transient response and reduces distortion. The default tuning is more balanced than the Q20i's bass emphasis. Vocals sit forward in the mix, mid-range instruments have clarity, and treble extends without harshness. The Q30 SAP offers the same customizable EQ with presets and manual adjustment. Both headphones give you the tools to tune sound to your taste, so the difference comes down to which default signature you prefer out of the box and how much you want to tweak settings. If you listen to bass-heavy genres and want immediate impact without adjusting EQ, the Q20i delivers. If you listen across multiple genres and prefer balanced tuning as a starting point, the Q30 sounds more refined. Comfort becomes critical during long flights or full workdays at your desk. The Q20i uses memory foam ear pads with synthetic leather covering. The foam is soft initially and the clamping force is moderate. Users report comfortable wear for 2 to 3 hours before needing to adjust or take a break. The ear cups are adequately sized but not oversized, so people with larger ears sometimes report the cups pressing against their ears, rather than fully encompassing them. The headband has sufficient padding for most users, but can create pressure points during extended wear for people sensitive to headband weight distribution. The Q30 addresses some of these limitations with ultrasoft protein leather ear pads over memory foam. The ear cups are noticeably deeper and provide more internal space for your ears, reducing that pressed against the driver feeling. The protein leather feels more breathable than the Q20i's synthetic covering, so heat buildup happens slower. The Q30 is also lighter despite having more internal components and larger drivers, which reduces neck fatigue during multi-hour sessions. Users consistently report comfortable wear for 4 to 5 hours, which is meaningfully longer than the Q20i. If you regularly use headphones for extended periods, long flights, 8-hour work sessions, marathon gaming, the Q30's comfort advantage becomes a daily benefit rather than a spec sheet difference. Build quality at this price means plastic construction with strategic metal reinforcement. The Q20i doesn't pretend to be premium. The housing flexes slightly under pressure, the hinges operate smoothly but with some play, and the materials feel appropriate for $60. Soundcore includes a soft fabric drawstring pouch that protects against scratches but offers zero impact protection. The Q20i will survive careful handling and occasional drops with a case, but rough treatment will eventually crack the housing or loosen the hinges. The Q30 uses similar plastic construction but with noticeably tighter tolerances and better material quality. The plastic feels denser and less hollow when you tap on the housing. Ultimately, this comparison is a draw. It really comes down to your preference between the two. Both headphone links are in the description. If this comparison helped you make a decision instead of drowning in spec sheets and marketing, subscribe to the channel. Pick the headphone that matches your budget and enjoy your music.